The worst pain I ever felt didn't come from being yelled at. It came from being ignored like I didn't exist. I used to think silence was harmless. No insults, no fights, no drama. Just nothing. And somehow, that nothing got deeper into my head than anything anyone had ever said to me. I remember the exact moment it started. It was late. My room was quiet. I stared at my phone after sending a simple message. Did I do something wrong? Seen. No reply. At first, I didn't panic. I told myself a story. They're busy. They'll answer later. Don't overthink it. But then an hour passed. Then 2. Then the next morning. And something inside me started changing. My chest felt tight. My mind sped up. I kept checking my phone over and over like my peace depended on it. Every notification gave me a rush. And then nothing. That's when I realized something strange. Being ignored doesn't just hurt emotionally. It feels physical. Because your brain doesn't process social rejection as something small. It processes it like pain. And worse, it hates uncertainty. If someone insults you, at least you understand what happened. If someone leaves, you have an answer. But silence. Silence gives you nothing. So your brain creates something. I started replaying everything. Every message, every tone, every word. Was I too intense? Too emotional? Too much? That's how it begins. Silence doesn't attack you directly. It makes you attack yourself. And that's where it becomes dangerous. Because sometimes, it's not accidental. A few days later, they came back. No explanation. No apology. Just a casual message. Hey, been busy. That should have made me angry. But it didn't. I felt relief. And that was the moment everything clicked. Because my brain had been starving. And the smallest attention felt like everything. That's not normal. That's conditioning. There's a concept in psychology called intermittent reinforcement. It's one of the most addictive patterns the brain can experience. You don't get consistent attention. You get random rewards. Silence, then warmth, distance, then closeness. And because the reward is unpredictable, your brain gets hooked. Like a gambler pulling a lever. Maybe this time. Maybe now. Maybe if I say the right thing. And without noticing, I started changing. I rewrote messages before sending them. I waited before replying so I wouldn't seem too eager. I analyzed every word they sent, like it had hidden meaning. I wasn't acting like myself anymore. I was adapting. Because when someone uses silence repeatedly, they're not just avoiding you, they're shaping you. That's the part nobody warns you about. Silence isn't passive, it's control. Because it creates a vacuum, and your mind fills it with doubt, anxiety, and self-blame. And the worst part? From the outside, it looks harmless. They didn't insult you. They didn't hurt you. They just didn't reply. But your brain doesn't see it that way. It reacts like something is wrong, like you're losing connection, like you're losing safety. And humans are wired to fear that. That's why ignored people don't just move on. From the outside, it looks simple. Just walk away. But from the inside, it doesn't feel simple. It feels like withdrawal. You're not thinking clearly. You're trying to stop the discomfort. You just want the silence to end. And the person causing it might understand that better than you do. Some people ignore because they are immature. But others know exactly what it does. They know silence creates obsession. They know distance creates pursuit. They know uncertainty creates emotional dependency. And once that dependency forms, they don't need to chase you. You start chasing them. That's when I realized something uncomfortable. I wasn't waiting for a message anymore. I was waiting for permission to feel okay. That's the trap. Silence slowly shifts your emotional control from you to them. Your mood depends on them. Your peace depends on them. Even your self-worth starts depending on them. And you don't even notice it happening. Until one day, you do. I remember staring at my phone again. No reply. But this time, something felt different. Instead of anxiety, I felt awareness. And I asked myself a question I'd been avoiding. What is this doing to me? Not, why are they like this? Not, what did I do wrong? But, what is this doing to me? And the answer was clear. It was making me smaller, more anxious, more dependent. It was training my brain to seek validation from someone who kept taking it away. That's when I understood the truth. The silence wasn't the problem. The effect of the silence was, because once someone can control how you feel, without saying a word, they don't need power. They already have it. But here's the thing about dark psychology. It only works fully when you don't see it. The moment you recognize the pattern, something shifts. You stop chasing clarity from someone who creates confusion. You stop calling distance mystery. You stop calling silence strength. Because real strength doesn't make you feel invisible. And real connection doesn't make you question your worth. So if you've ever been ignored and felt like you were losing your mind, you're not crazy. Your brain was reacting exactly the way it was designed to protect a connection, to avoid rejection, to seek certainty. That's what makes this so dangerous. It looks like nothing. No shouting. No obvious harm, just silence. But inside your mind, it creates noise, doubt, anxiety, obsession. And if you don't recognize it, you can lose yourself trying to be seen by someone who is choosing not to see you. If you've ever felt this, comment "Silence hurts" below. And subscribe, because the most dangerous manipulation is the one that feels invisible until it's already changed you.